Hey, YouTube, I'm Brick Smith, and welcome to Forever Sorting with Kevin, artist Hinkle.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm not sick. Well, I'm a little sick, but I'm not sick like I was.
No.
I am not sick. And I'm not even kidding, guys. I know Julian did a very quick update video.
Poor, terrible, ridiculous garbage of a video.
Yes. So you guys knew that I was sick, and that's not a joke. I mean, anybody that knows me well enough knows that I don't just sit there and go, I'm sick. Like, no, it takes a lot for me to get out of commitments. And I guess how long ago at this point was it? More than a week, whatever. But yeah, I got smacked with the flu, guys.
Yeah,
I have not had the flu in years. It's probably been at least 5 years, if not 8 to 10 years since I have gotten the flu. And it was actually ridiculous. So I was a little like cold junk, I had like some sinus junks going on, and that was fine. I mean, it was like, whatever, I'm blowing my nose and it's whatever. And my wife had the flu. She had the flu hardcore.
Yikes.
And she's another one of those people that like, she'll work until she passes out. And so she was in bed for a couple of days the week prior, and we were being very careful to not transmit any diseases to anybody.
Well,
and so she told me, it was kind of amazing. She came home from work on Monday afternoon, like late afternoon, and she's like, "How do you feel?" And I was like, I mean, I don't feel terribly bad.
Like a natural woman. No, that's
but so she tells me this. Anybody who's married and sleeps in the same bed as their partner will probably relate to this. She goes, I was coughing last night. And I was like, okay. While we were sleeping, I'm like, all right. She goes, and I woke up because I was coughing so much. And when I opened my eyes, we were facing each other, and you were sleeping with your mouth open. and I'm like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? And she goes, I was mortified. I knew that second. I just gave him the flu is what just happened. And I'm not making this up.
No.
So Monday, she tells me this. This is the night before, and she goes, how do you feel? I'm like, I think I'm okay. And then within an hour, and I had already been feeling good all day. Like Monday, I felt fine. And then within an hour or so, I'm like, my feet really hurt. And I thought maybe it's because I was standing and working all day, because I usually stand. I stand when I work all day. I don't sit. And I'm like, maybe my feet are sore. And then my ankles started getting sore, and then my knees. And I'm like, my legs hurt. And it's like, it's working its way up my body. And so within 4 hours, so now it's evening time. I was laying down in the bed, and I was like, my whole body hurts and I'm freezing. It was just like clockwork. Like, she goes, are you sure you're not sick? Boom, I'm sick. And so it kicked in like classic textbook. I had chills. I was freezing. I had a sweater. I had 2 sweaters on and the blanket on. I was shivering. Meanwhile, I'm also sweating. So I'm cold. I'm sweating.
That's the dream, baby.
It was like hardcore flu, and I was done. Tuesday, I did not leave the bed. Tuesday, I was in bed all day. Wednesday, I was in bed, I think, all day. Thursday, I had half a day, and then I was able to finally get up and walk around. But I was out. I did, for the whole week, I think I did 4 hours of work on that Monday. It was that Monday that I was like, I feel okay. And I did some work, and then it was all done. So all in all, that flu, like I said, I'm still a little bit recovering it, but we're talking a 9-day ordeal.
And you still don't. I think he still doesn't sound good. See, this is why you drink hot toddies. Okay. That's why it's the one time you should drink. Okay. Hot toddies.
And, it was at its worst.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at its worst, I literally couldn't get out of bed, and I was nauseous, and I was throwing up, and I'm like, this is how I'm going to die. This is the end. So the flu is no joke, people. You make sure you're careful and safe. If anyone wants to ask, no, I don't get a flu shot. I've never had a flu shot in my life. But I've also in my life, I think, had the flu 3 times.
I think I'm that high. I'm like that low or lower.
Yeah,
I get cold all the time. I get colds, but
man. And if anyone's curious, no, neither of our kids got it at all. We purchased extra bottles of hand sanitizer and put them all over the house when my wife got the flu, and like all of us, like every 5 seconds, it's like keep doing it. I try to, like, if I was anywhere near my son, I would just hold my breath and like look the other direction because I was like, I cannot get these kids. I can't give them the flu.
No, but no kid wants the flu, man.
So
no parent wants to get their kids sick.
Yeah. So amazingly, my wife and I went through the entire flu in our house, and our kids never got it. So that's pretty good. But I'm back. Yeah, I do sound a little nasally kind of junk going on, and I'm still, blowing my nose up, but I'm not like out of commission.
So after saying all that, let's get right into episode 2 and 3 of Lego Masters. Just kidding, Clutch.
Hey, so yes, we do have. Before I get into the comments, as we mentioned, I think 2 weeks ago, we're good on intro. We're not going to do an intro, folks. No. You guys know what's going on.
You know where to find him, Patreon, all that. Go ahead and Patreon him.
All the stuff. So I'm only going to share things that are actually new and relevant. So there's a couple things that are new and relevant. First of all, speaking of Clutch, we have uploaded all of the remaining A-Full shirts designs on Amazon. So Amazon has all the shirts through the duration of the program.
So you're saying that if a gentleman or lady would like to go ahead, I didn't do it while you guys were live. Plus, I didn't like the colors of the shirts that you guys picked.
Yeah,
but I can now get them all at one time,
right?
In that color red that I love so much.
Exactly. They're all up. The links are on bricksonthedollar.com. It'll take you straight to the Amazon store. Just look on the left. Somebody did go to the site, and they're like, I couldn't find it on the site. It's like, if you go to the site, it's on the left. It says A-Full shirts on Amazon.
I have a thing. When you're at your shows doing your art, maybe you should make
a sign.
Make a big sign with the shirt logos on them, or the logos of the shirts, or something, or both. Somebody
told me, maybe you can tell me if you agree or not. Somebody said, just one person. This to be clear, this is one voice. Said that some of the A-Full shirt designs, he thought they were strong enough that I could make them as art prints and sell them. I don't know if I agree with that.
I will say that there is a handful that could be done as art prints and are strong enough for themselves. Specifically, pause the video now, put in comments below what you think could be a print, and I'll go ahead now and say what I think are.
Okay.
Without a doubt, I would love, I'm not going to get it, but the Barracuda print.
Yeah, got it.
I think that's solid. The spaceship.
That one has been a poster before.
Okay.
That's the only one because, if you guys don't know the story already, it's quick. Mm-hmm. When I first had that sketch for the Galaxy Explorer blueprint shirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It was going to be all 4 angles and a full blueprint. And then when I did the first angle, I said, Kevin, what are you doing? This is not going to fit on a shirt.
Right.
And so we stopped and did just the one angle. Clutch was still offering the poster service at the time. So I finished the design, all 4 angles.
Good.
And that was released as an A-Full poster.
So I didn't even realize that because I don't get Clutch's post receiver. Sorry, Clutch. I don't watch your shows. I don't buy your shirts. I don't buy your posters. But you know what, brother? I love you.
I love you anyway.
I love you anyway.
There it is.
And the other one, just off the top of my head, hands down, is going to be the cards.
Oh, the Wild West one.
Listen, dude, everybody and their brother loves it. It should be a sticker. It should be a poster. It should be on hats. It should be on vinyl. I mean, it just everywhere. That, dude, I've only heard good things about that.
I love it. That warms my heart. It warms my heart.
I was actually told by my wife, get the thing for it and print it on our shirt so it'll fit you, so you can have one of those. I like it. That's what she said. And she doesn't like your stuff.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
I can't remember. Does the Amazon store doesn't have your size either?
Nothing does. No.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're not going to go into that. It's just how it goes when you're 4X plus.
It's just how it is, folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's now up, and all the designs, they're all on there. And also Germany, the UK, and I think Denmark, of all places, can order them as well. So it's not just US. And I think Canada is in there too. But that's up. That's new. That's fresh off the presses announcement.
Okay.
So those are all up. Bricks in the Middle. I finished a comic.
No,
I finished a comic. So it's gonna go up next week. So there'll be a new comic. I know. Isn't it amazing?
Did you do that in your 4 hours of deliriousness? Is that
no? I had a moment where I was like getting back into the swing of working, and I was looking at my desktop. And when I'm working on a current project, it's on my desktop.
Yeah.
Like I keep a pretty clean desktop, but if there's a file there or a couple files, that's an active project. That's something I'm working on right now.
Nice.
And I've been staring at that Bricks in the Middle comic 15 file, and I said, "Dang it, I'm gonna do it. Get it off my desktop." And so I just sat there and pushed aside the stuff I was gonna work on that day. And I said, let me just finish this comic so that I'm good for another 5 months.
Yeah, no, we're not. Well, the Bricks in the Middle fans are not going to handle that. Next time you do that, we're going to riot.
Yeah, it's going to be the end of it.
So I want to touch on something before you even go any further. I just like to talk about the irony of it all.
Yes. Okay.
The fact that Kevin Artist Hinkle,
yes,
former Lego Group employee,
right,
who was not legally compliant.
Yes.
Who became legally compliant because they made him. Go back and watch the episodes, folks. I don't know where they're at.
They're there somewhere.
Is now fully
incompliant?
Non-compliant. Because I saw that fig of Boone you drew from Lego Masters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Folks, if you need to get your sig fig drawn, talk to this man.
I can hook you up. I got this.
Like I looked at it, I was like, "That's Boone," and it's we know what Boone looks like, and we know what minifigs look like. Kevin made the minifig look like Boone.
Yeah, that one came out really good.
It's not a minifig; it's Boone in minifig form.
It is
Boone.
Hip.
Boone's mini sig fig does not look as close to Boone as this drawing does.
Thank you.
And it's still all Lego.
Well, so it's thank you. Yeah, drawing sig figs is a thing I do. I've also come to terms, folks, just so you know, those that do reach out to me looking for commission work, freelance work, I definitely appreciate it. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. But I have done a lot of research to go, just how long does it take me on average from when you send me a message to when I am done and I deliver the work? I average 2 months. So just so you know, everybody, that is not me sitting there being like, I'm too good for you. It's just I am that busy with stuff that's constantly coming in.
But also, if you want the highest quality, you will wait for it.
Gotta wait. Sorry.
That's how I feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it takes time. I have asked Kevin for things, and it takes
time. It takes time.
Still waiting.
Yeah, I've noticed that the people that I know usually are fine with that. You know, when it happens, it happens. It's the people that I honestly don't have any idea who they are, and they're like, "Hey, so and so," and then I finally reach out when I get a chance, and I go, "I'm ready to begin your project. What should we talk about?" And then I don't ever hear back from them again because they've clearly moved on, or whatever, changed their mind or what have you.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all good.
Keep Kevin in business or in work to do, but if you can't wait for him, that's fine too.
And my feelings won't be hurt. Yeah. I get I understand timetables and all that for other people and where their priorities are. It's all good.
One more thing. Reed apparently has stopped watching.
That's what I that's what I heard.
That's fine.
Come on, Reed.
No, we don't need to talk about him anymore. It's fine.
We just leave him out.
We'll talk about Kaz.
And then the last thing I want to mention before comments is and I've been posting it all over social media, so I'm sure you guys have already seen it. But I did release 20 new stickers that are on my.
Have those readily available to show us. So you
can not upstairs.
No, just screen share one of the posts so they can see like a stack of the Mixley pit. No, nothing. Kevin got nothing, folks. Put him on the spot and he can't even figure it out. That must be the flu still in there.
All right, I'll share my screen.
All right.
Yeah, share screen 1. All right, so for example, we were talking about Western earlier. So here's the Bandit. This is the Bandit sticker.
I love it.
And I wanted extra attention to detail on how much work went in put into this product photo. So this is like hours of editing and staging and all kinds of nonsense. But so that's one of them.
Hours.
Yeah, literally hours.
You have no idea.
Here's one of the classic. I like classic smiley.
Yeah.
Most of these are on average about 3.2 inches by 3.2 inches. That's like the average size. There's some bigger ones. These are being officially revealed pretty much every day for the next 20 days. I think I've shared 4 at this point, but they are all online right now. We got a Bionicle mask in there.
Oh, hey, look at there. Hey, Bionicle.
Hopefully the first of 6, the main 6.
Oh, my.
I got a lot of positive social media response to this one. This is good old Lloyd, the Green Ninja from Ninjago.
Nice.
And a special shout out to Titanium J.
Yeah.
Titanium J52. I specifically asked him which outfit should I put Lloyd in for the sticker. Because there's a lot of green or there's a lot of ninja outfits because they've done it like 400 seasons. So this is his recommendation for which outfit.
I like it, man. I like it.
And then also a really cool one is this one. I have holographic Benny stickers.
Oh, you said holographic.
So that's the product photo, and here's the collage. So they have like a rainbow sheen to them.
Yeah, they do.
Which is really cool. So there are 20 new stickers on Etsy right now, in addition to the original 9 that were on there.
Okay.
The only difference is Benny. I redesigned Benny. So this is the new and improved Benny design. But so that there's a total of
29.
29. So there's 29 stickers right now on there. And I am still working on the non-Lego ones. There'll be 10 new non-Lego stickers.
Yeah.
And I'll give you guys a teaser real quick.
You know what? I just thought about this, and I'm probably an idiot for not bringing it up before, but you should definitely sell my sticker in your store.
Oh, your face?
Yes, my face.
Here's a non-Lego sticker for you guys. Maybe you recognize this famous Starfleet captain.
I only know him as Professor X.
That's fine too. So, there you go. That's it. I will stop sharing.
I know him definitely as Jean-Luc Picard.
Absolutely. So that's new. And again, anybody, some people who watch have already made some purchases. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me that people like my artwork enough to slap it on their windshields and their toolboxes and stuff like that. It's really cool.
I even put it on t-shirts for myself.
T-shirt. It's all good. So that's it. I just wanted to get those things out. Hopefully that wasn't too big of a ramble.
We're 20 minutes deep.
Good. So let's go as fast as we can through these comments. So I'm gonna go back to last week's episode and run
back in time. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go back 2 weeks to the last time we actually recorded.
So we're doing the little short one first, where everybody tells you to get there. Okay.
Yeah. Just to make sure we read them, right?
Yeah, man. They deserve it.
Okay. Scott H510 says, "Feel better, Kevin." Kimchi Brick says, "Feel better and do better. See you next week."
Oh.
Brickstar, "Hope Kevin feels better soon. This will be a long 15 minutes." Blockhead UK, "Get well soon, Kevin," with a hug emoji.
Oh, thanks, Cass.
Dude20, get well soon, Kevin. Good job. Brick Smith, keep up the good work.
Hey, man, I do what I do.
You can always count on Dude Jude for keep up the good work. Doc Sampson said it's always Kevin's fault with a smile.
It is.
Brick Blaze, get better, Kevin. We need you. Brick Smith can't run an hour by himself. Now I have nothing to listen to while I work. I'm sorry.
So just real quick, Jason's every Saturday morning, Jason opens the store he manages and listens to us in the headphones while he waits for the customers to show up.
Yeah. I can also attest to someone who likes to listen to stuff while he's working. When you've actually caught up on stuff, it's kind of like, what do I do? I've caught up on, and I don't want to go back and like, oh, let me listen to your live stream from 5 years ago.
Brick Jams also had the same problem at work Saturday morning without us.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Last comment on that one was from Mr. Noisy. Mr. Noisy.
Okay.
I don't recognize that name, but
neither do I.
Mr. Noisy says, bye.
My goodness.
That's all. So, thank you all for the well wishes. I appreciate it. And I was at home that day, still not like deathly ill, but sick. And I sat there and I watched it at my table. And I said, look at all these nice people.
Yeah.
And I went about my day.
You like how I stole the picture from the last short sort you were not in?
I did like that.
Yeah, man. Hey, just for you, baby.
All right. Now that's done. So we're going to go back in time 2 whole weeks ago.
2 weeks.
And we're going to read these comments. These
what were we talking about 2 weeks ago?
Lego Masters.
Oh, good God.
Good God. So Blockhead UK starts us off. I'm generally not mad about reality TV, but I did enjoy the 2 UK series of Lego Masters. Although I did find the comedian host got on my nerves after a few episodes. Sadly, I haven't seen the US show, so I can't really make much of a comment about your opinions. That's fine. It's fair enough.
Sorry.
We got 2 comments from Bricks on the Dollar.
Who?
Oh, yeah. And okay. All right. This is good. So first one says, this episode doesn't have a number. I laughed really hard when Julian, in the last episode where I was sick, you said, Clutch, you said I didn't put an episode number on that one. And I was hoping no one's going to notice that. And now you noticed it, and I'm not going to do it. So I'm never going to put a number on that. And you just kept talking. Like, you didn't even stop. That was really great. So there's that comment. There's the epicenter of that.
Yeah, that's where that came from.
And then his second comment says, don't lie to me. You're going to recap the Lego Master episode each week on Forever Sorting.
And that's where this joke came in earlier, where I cut Kevin off and said, let's get into it.
Nah, I think we're okay. Maybe we'll do like a mid season.
Hey, real quick, I am going to promote myself. If you guys want to find out how me and some of the other AFOLs feel about the show and what happened that night, you can come on and join us live on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time on the Bricksmith channel for what I call Lego Masters post-show episode, whatever we're on.
And also, Brickhead Family started a pre-show.
I love it. I can't get enough of this.
So if you're just like craving Lego content on Wednesday and you want like 3 hours of,
we got you. And you can, and while the show's on, you can go live or go in one of the contestants. They usually watch it live on Facebook or Instagram, or no, they don't do YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Saddle up. You ready for it? We got a nice, juicy, long comment from Brickstar.
I love a long comment from Zigzar.
All right.
There we go.
Reality TV is not my thing, but I like the show. Hopefully they won't engineer fake drama. Anyway, with all the monorail teasing, it was brought to my attention that the clip with Jamie talking about monorail, the renderings showed different sectional tracks, such as a smaller curve as well as small straights. Perhaps if they do plan on bringing back monorail, they're going to do it with track they can make in-house. We were talking about what might have been done for the theme park challenge. I worked at Six Flags for 14 years, and my mind immediately started going behind the scenes stuff that was very interesting to me, but might not have been to others. Trash cart races, body flume, overflowing toilets, plus more old spinning rides you don't see anymore. Wait, maybe all the rides still spin. What I really liked about Icebergs and BX's park is it was completely themed for the entire module. I think Boone's team failed because the mechanism on such a tall structure got a slight bind to it on the move. I wonder if they were not allowed until it was time, until time was almost up, because I think it would have been a good idea to move it and test it before the time was up. Agreed. Thank you for that wonderful comment.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Ken Marlowe Bricks has 3 comments.
Oh, hey, Ken.
So Ken, he's gonna start us off with. So once again, you're going to discuss Lego Masters before it even airs over here. I might have to find an Eastern time zone channel to pirate. I feel like the episode aired on Wednesday and we recorded it on Friday night. I don't know. Okay.
He might have put I don't know. Did he get to see it by Friday? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still like, I get it. Like, the more time, the better. But I'm like, there was a couple days in between. All right. Next comment says, Kevin, I was going to make a joke about seeing the monorail on Lego Masters and asking where I could get one, but I knew you were probably going to get serious questions like that and didn't want to be that guy. And then also Ken says, I like the big hair lady's duck idea. I wanted to see it finished. Yeah.
Yeah. Her name's Sarah.
Yes. Right.
I now know her name.
What did she say? The higher the hair or the bigger the hair?
The higher the hair, the closer to God.
Higher. Okay. Higher. Yeah. Intalk. We have a comment from Intalk.
Hey, Intalk. Oh, by the way, tonight was brought to you by Intalk's Evan Williams Honey.
Ding.
Look, how much I've drank. I drank like from the word honey down tonight.
Really? Okay.
I'm feeling pain.
All right. So Intalk says, I believe that reality TV shows were actually in Europe first, at least the elimination contest ones like Survivor. They have some incredibly crazy shows. That's fascinating to me that reality TV would start outside the U.S. That's fascinating. And I don't mean that in like a egotistical way. I'm just like, that totally seems like an American thing to do.
It really does.
I look forward to future Lego Master shows where there would be fewer teams so we can focus on builds.
Yeah.
Cool to see people who knew, and Jamie Berard was on point. Love him. Nice episode, and I look forward to seeing if you stay firm in your predictions. I am thinking you may.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said in that very first episode, my top 3, Aaron and Christian, Tyler and his wife, Amy, and Boone and Mark were like my top 3, and haven't changed that at all. That's still top 3 for me.
I'm have the screen up so he doesn't know what I'm doing.
Oh, there we go. Sticker.
Bah, bah, bah.
Looking sharp.
Yeah.
Ken came back with another comment. All right, so I have another comment from Ken. My work schedule is semi-random at the moment, but if I have the day off, I'd be happy to help with your doodle stream. And hey, that happened. That happened today.
It did happen, which was amaze balls. I haven't seen it yet.
Cool Lego Pick says, hey, at 3 minutes in, that's me. So I believe they're saying they're the person that contacted you in your story where you're like, somebody contacted me and said something. That's because I checked that to see what that was, and that's you saying. So somebody reached out to me and you said a story. So that's cool.
Hey, cool.
Dude, Ju20 says, good one, guys. I'm tired, Bricksmith. Keep up the good work. He just wants you to know he's tired.
I'm tired too, buddy.
Doc Sampson, I will gladly volunteer to read the chat and keep track of suggestions. Now on to the Lego. Not going to be a long show. Goes over an hour. Yep. England, Australia, and now America. Big hair is a hoot. I was Team Iceberg, but I had to switch to Team Beard because we share the Northwest.
They're just a good team. I don't like switching out like that, but whatever. They're a good team. Listen, I had a deep down hardcore discussion with Kevin. I knew that Tyler and Amy were going to win episode 3, and then Flynn and Richard came out of nowhere and destroyed.
Yeah, and I don't want to like get too far into Lego Masters chat,
sure.
But my quick, because I didn't make it to your show. That's usually like right when I got to put my son to sleep.
No, you were totally.
I was chatting and lurking, but
because crankshaft and all that.
Well, and you also like 3 weeks in a row, you start with a full house, so it's like, all right, well, done.
No. I start with nobody. Send the invite out, and in 5 seconds, I have a full house.
That's amazing. That's great.
What are you gonna do?
So my only thing I was gonna say is no credit where it's due. The build from the Clockwork Man,
Ricky Bricks,
was great. I thought it was super awesome.
I really didn't think it was gonna win. I loved it. and I respected it, and I did not think it was going to win.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is the Aaron and Christian's build and Tyler and Amy's build, I thought were both amazing. And if you listen to what Jamie said on both of those, Jamie said, clearly you're a master of building with Lego. And it's like, you don't just tell a team literally he said, you guys are he told one team, you are a master of the brick. And he told the other team, you've mastered using it or something like. He told both those teams literally the word master.
You're the absolute best.
And then neither of them were in the top 2. So it's like interesting.
Well, and again, we're not going down this rabbit hole, folks.
No, but it was
they said Aaron and Christian didn't check the box that they were looking for. I do not know what was wrong with Tyler and Amy's build. I really felt like Tyler and Amy did win.
It was beautiful.
So
yeah, whatever. But it was still great. I'm liking the show. I think it gets better each week, and so whatever. All right.
One more thing. I hated to see the two brothers. Listen. Also, YouTube. We are watching us. We are in a Lego community. We support each other. This week, 4 of the contestants, 5. Listen.
What are you trying to know? You're trying to say?
Bricks started a YouTube channel. Jesse started a YouTube channel. Sam's partner, and also the brothers who brick.
Oh, and you know what I just saw today? I saw Crystal, one of the cosplay girls, started a Twitch. She started Twitch streaming today.
Ladies, one of the cosplay ladies.
Right.
Yes.
She had
Double D already had a YouTube channel. Sorry.
Yeah. No. It's she had posted. It just came up as like recommended, or like you might know this person. And she had posted something on Instagram saying,
"All right,
thanks for everybody showing up to my first Twitch stream. I think I'll do more of this."
I think she should. Well, she was who was in it? It was Jesse that was interviewed by Brick and Nick, and then I think Manny was also interviewed by. And then stay tuned, folks. We'll see you Sunday night.
Yeah, stay tuned. So
Rick Smith channel. Something's a brewing, folks, and it ain't
hardcore wink.
I mean, as hard as I can get, buddy. I'm not revealing nothing.
Nick, are you gonna write something in the comments? All right. Next comment for this last one. We have 2 left. Scott H510 says, I don't have cable and haven't watched the show. I'm hoping they will appear on YouTube so I can see them. So many great builders. I am led to believe you can watch it on Fox.com. I know
you can watch it on Hulu.
There you go. Because
I think $5 a month. So we have Hulu and we never watch it. So
yeah. And I say that because I'm under the impression Clutch does not have cable. He has no interest in getting cable. And he has been talking about the show like secondhand. And he had said, oh, it's on Fox.com now. So now I can watch the show. But there should be some options.
Absolutely.
And our last comment is from Brick Blaze. Blaze says, I don't enjoy reality TV at all. I'm watching Lego Masters because it's Lego. I really wish they had showed off everyone's builds more. I enjoyed Will Arnett as well. I'm team BX and Iceberg all the way.
Yep.
My theme park would be on fire.
Yeah, it would.
It's just on fire. The few times I played Roller Coaster Tycoon, everything crashed and burned.
That's when you know you're doing it right.
I mean, it really is. And all the little people are sick. They all have like little sick head and like they have
the only way. I would always make the roller coaster so the guys would come off sick.
Yeah. So there it is, everybody. Those are all your comments from the last 2 episodes.
35 minutes later.
35 minutes in. But hey, I've been cooking. I've been talking as fast as I can so that you guys don't feel slighted.
They listen, I think honestly they love your story, but they also and I have heard people say this, they like to hear us banter.
The banter. Banter is fun.
They do like the too much Evan Williams.
Okay.
Keep talking.
All right. Can you feel your teeth?
As a matter of fact, sir, I can.
Okay, very good. So, guys, you have been on the edge of your seat for weeks and months waiting for a little bit more information on the story, on what's going on in Kevin's tales from the dark side, tales from the brick side. Tales from the Brick Side. So I did want to talk about.
Get that. Get the
what?
Get the .com for that.
Tales from the Brick Side. Someone has to have that already. Someone has to.
I'm gonna steal it on an Instagram right now. I'm gonna create it right now.
Yeah. So I was talking about us going through the hiring process of trying to find somebody to come on board and help me out as the community manager for Americas. And the postings went up and we had started the hiring process to try to find people. And we also really started diving into how that role would be split between me and whoever the new person was going to be. I did talk a little bit about Kristen applying for it, and she had been helping me from customer service. Go back and listen to those episodes again if you need a refresher. It's like 3 months old.
Hey, what did we just say it was?
What?
Bricks from the Tales from the Brick Side?
Tales from the Brick Side.
Okay.
So Kristen had applied and she was interviewing for it. Paul had applied and he was interviewing for it. And there was one other person that I had recommended. Personally, I had recommended and reached out to and said, I think you should apply for this. I think you have a real shot. You could do it. And that was actually a member of the community by the name of Simon Liu. So Simon is very well known. I put Simon in my top 10 builders.
Oh,
he's a powerhouse builder. He's incredibly kind. He's one of those incredible like focuses of energy that's all about like bringing the community together. Simon is in Toronto. He's a member of Toro Lug. He's in the same camp as Brick and Nick, so they're in the same club. They're very close to each other. And I've known Simon. I've known Simon for years. And I said, if there was anybody in the community that I thought,
I'm so listening right
now. Had the I like it. I like it when now he's out.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like it when we're both on because then it's like we're both.
Yeah, Kevin can't see me unless I'm up here, so he doesn't. But I'm not listening right now. I'm sorry.
I like how you said I'm listening, and then you followed up with I'm not listening right now.
Well, that's your fault.
So Simon applied for the job, and Simon did get into the final 3. So the final 4, I should say. So the final 4 that were applying to be the new community manager for Americas was Paul, Kristen, Simon, and another woman. I cannot remember her name. She was not with Lego. She was not from the community. She was from. She was a community manager for a local. It was some kind of sports team. It was some kind of sports team in New York. So she was based in New York, and she had applied. And Lego does have a tendency to like to, if nothing else, just interview an external person just to be like, well, hey, I don't know if it's just like it's like a best practice just to make sure that you're covering all your bases and you are interviewing someone who's not already at the company. It tends to bring forth a lot of stress when people are applying for jobs and they're like, why are they interviewing people that don't work here? Or is there no good talent here? There it is. Tales from the Brick Side. Oh, did you start an account?
Yep. I'll see you guys in the morning.
How many accounts do you have?
That makes, okay, I got Bricksmith, Pink Bucket Nation, and then I got the not a Lego post. I own that on Instagram. So if you want to buy it, let me know. And now I have Tales from the Brick Side.
Do you have Deep South Lug or no?
Jamie owns that one. Okay. I had access till I lost it.
It's just like how many emails can you do you have? That's really what it's about.
So you know what we should do here? You know what we should do right now?
What should we do?
Let's get it raw while we record. All right. That's what's going to be on here, folks. That raw backdoor stuff.
That raw
backdoor stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Get that comment ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had applied, and we decided to hold like the last round interview. So they went through the normal process, an interview with the hiring manager, the interview with Tormid, the interview with HR. That's all backwards. I said that reverse order, but
that's fine. I said it forward because I'm thinking you drunk.
There it is, everybody. This might be the first drunk forever sorting.
There it is. Yahtzee.
It's not. Hey, it's not me. It's not me. But so we were actually having a team meeting, something that we do, or we had done every year at least once a year. Sometimes they do it twice a year, and somehow magically, me and the other, how many at this point? 4? Yeah, other 4 people working for the department in Enfield in the United States. We were able to convince the department they should hold a meeting in the United States instead of forcing us to go to Denmark. I really
you didn't. I heard what you just said. Did you guys really have it? Did you have it in America?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and here's part of the stuff, guys. Like, this is part of like behind the glorious stuff. Is Denmark is great. It's wonderful. It's magical. It's life-changing as a Lego fan. After you've gone over and over and over and over and over and over, it's not as special anymore.
No.
And then it really turns into, great, I get to be 8 hours out of my time zone again. Great, I get to be like very uncomfortable with my sleep pattern for a week. I get to, be away from my family. I get to be away from everything and just be inconvenienced in a foreign country. It starts to be not fun. And we were kind of getting a little salty. We were getting salty as our team, whatever department was, gaining in membership in the United States. Because, I talked about there was me, then there was Sarah, then there was Tim, then there was Mike, then there was Johnny. All these people were not working in the community team that most people know. They were not helping me. They were not supporting lugs. They were not supporting cons. They were doing their other stuff in the department. So stuff like user experience, Lego ideas, Lego Rebrick, all the other fringe experiences. But we finally got to this point where there's 5 of us, and we were like, hey, idea, can you guys come to us for a change instead of us going to you every single time?
They said absolutely not.
And amazingly, they agreed to it. We are pretty confident the only reason they agreed to it is that a lot of them wanted to go shopping in New York City. That was us Americans.
That makes sense.
Did they do a lot of shopping in New York City? They did. So we had a team meeting, a department meeting in Enfield, and those meetings usually are like a 2 to 3 day thing. And we decided to have the last interviews for this replacement during that team meeting. So Paul was interviewed at Enfield at the corporate office, just, run of the mill.
Wait a minute,
Paul, yep. And anybody that is familiar with the community team and the whole story a little bit ahead of spoiler alert, Paul got the job. But so that's when Paul was interviewed, was there. And Kristen was interviewed there as well. The external person and Simon were interviewed in New York City. So we asked them to meet us in New York City at the hotel we were staying at, to do their last interview. And I thought that was pretty cool. So here's some more of the juicy bits that I know you guys.
I'm sorry for not listening. Go ahead, Kevin. Keep talking.
So the juicy bits that I know you guys are usually like, especially you, Julian, you're always like on the cusp waiting for those.
Give it to me, Kevin. I'm now literally I put my phone down and nobody will know that I'm there till tomorrow.
Got it. So I thought all 3 of them interviewed really well. I personally didn't see any need to bring in an external person. I was like, now, all right, we did our due diligence. She was interviewed. She did fine, well enough, but we've got 3 perfectly good candidates right here. Mm-hmm. 2 of them internal, and Simon's external, but he's got the chops to do this if he needed to, based on just his community efforts alone.
Right.
And I'm not talking about building, like, who cares what his build level is? Like, I'm talking about being a prolific member of the community that bridges fans together and does all that kind of stuff.
That's what the most important thing is the connection between fans and the company at the time. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah, I will tell you also, not to get on too big of a tangent here, but if you have aspirations, if you are a Lego fan, if you are a self-proclaimed AFL, right, and you want to work for Lego, and you want to work for Lego in almost any capacity except product design and except model design, like master builders. Those 2. if you want to do anything else, you want to work retail, marketing, community, accounting, finance, HR, Lego does not care about how you build. They don't care about, I can't tell you how many times I've heard stories like at stores that AFLs will apply to work in a Lego store and they bring like a portfolio of their mocks, or they actually take a mock to the interview. You know what? That's pretty much a surefire way to not get a job. So just know, unless you are literally applying to work in something where you design, the company really doesn't care that you make mocks, and they really don't want to see them.
And I got to say this real quick. Between Power Pig and hashtag Carter Baldwin.
Hashtag Carter Baldwin.
No, that's what his name is according to Clutch. Watch yourself. But between those two guys and what I've seen about the hiring and firing of those guys who do those things, folks, when Lego wants you, they'll come get you.
Don't call us. We'll call you, right?
Because I like watch these guys and they're prolific builds year after year after year.
Yeah.
And it's like I knew both of them had aspirations to do what they wanted to do. And I'm like, what is Lego dragging their feet for? And I still don't know, but they're there now.
Yep.
But it took them however old they are to get there. And they've been trying for years. Sorry.
It took them long enough, right? So yeah, don't get too caught up all in that. And believe me, it's still, I know it happens all the time. Yeah. People are like, oh, I'm applying to work in marketing. I'm going to take this really cool spaceship I built. It's like, please don't.
Really cool spaceship, but you're in marketing.
Please don't. So they interviewed, and now again, like I said, here's some of the juicy bits.
The juicy bits, everybody.
So Tanya was involved as the team lead, and she thought personally that Paul and Simon interviewed the best. So she wasn't as convinced with Kristen, and that's okay.
Yeah.
She was like, Paul and Simon did really good, and she actually kind of preferred Simon. Then it was finally time for the second opinion from the big boss man honcho Tormid himself.
Oh, never heard of him.
Yeah, and Tormid, I mean, it's still like it blows my mind. Tormid was like, wait a minute, are we talking about Simon Liu from the community? And I said, yeah. He goes, he's out. Nope. We don't hire fans.
Get out.
We don't hire fans.
And I've actually heard of Simon.
Yeah, Simon's good people. Good people. And so Simon was removed from the running purely because he was a AFL, because he's a fan of the product and the brand.
Foreman. Boo. I got something for them. Where's it at?
Do better.
Hang on.
Yeah, it was just, again, there is example after example after example after example of the community punishing potential employees or current employees that like make their fandom known. Like, whoa, wait, you like Lego? Get out of here. And it's just so backwards to me. It is a very deeply rooted problem.
Yeah.
Is that for some reason, people that are fans of the product they sell and produce are seen as a liability. It's seen as a risk. And it's just really backwards. I don't know.
Dumb.
But so
do better, Lego.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that was it. Simon interviewed really well. The literal hiring manager was like, I like him the best. And then the second opinion from the director realized that this was the same Simon from the community, and simply because he's a fan of Lego, he was told to remove him from the running. So I was like, whatever. Now, again, that being said, Paul got the job. Paul was offered the role of community manager for the Americas, or for Americas. And of course he accepted it. He took it. He had already been, helping me out and kind of doing the logistical support. And so it wasn't that big of a stretch for him. But he was really excited. He got to move from being on a national team to an international team. Because he was working with brand retail in North America, but not anything international. Yeah. And so he was putting on the big boy pants and moving up to the international level. that was really exciting. And so when we finally got that done, the next discussion, of course, was drilling down into what do I do and what do you do? And so that's when we started kind of getting into, what our split in responsibilities were going to be. And we kind of collectively decided to go back to the way, like when I first came to corporate in 2011. And you guys remember I was talking about my relationship with Jim and what I would do and what Jim would do. And Jim was really facing the company. He was handling a lot of the internal stuff, the internal politics and all that kind of stuff and support for the team. And I was boots on the ground. I was going to the shows, talking to the lugs and doing that. I said, I think that worked well then.
Yeah.
So let's do it again. Something I was not prepared for. So we all agreed. Basically, Paul and I would face back to back. I would face the company. He would face the community. And we would be a team in the Americas. What I was not prepared for is they decided that I shouldn't be in the same team as Paul. So again, we're getting into the nonsensical org charts of Lego and how they split teams and departments.
It really sounds like some BS, honestly. I'm just going to go ahead and say that, right?
Yeah. So there's like an engagement team, and then there's like a marketing team, and then there's like a academic team, all in the community department. So they said, well, if Kevin's not engaging with the fans directly, which is what we were proposing, I was not going to do anymore.
Right.
Then he shouldn't be in the engagement team. So in kind of typical weird nonsense, especially community nonsense.
So whose fault is this?
I don't know.
Let's just blame Tormund.
So they took the role. So you already have a role. It's in a team. It's already established. And just like they had done several times before where they pluck things and they rearrange them, they plucked the role, my role, and they said, well, if he's not engaging with fans, he shouldn't be in the engagement team. He should be in the marketing integration team. And so I got a brand new boss again. So now here's where, again, we got to make things complicated for really no good reason. We've got two people. They work together, same geographic area. They're both responsible for Americas. One person is the community manager, does all the fan engagement, talks to all the cons, talks to all the lugs, does all that. The other person talks to the company, works with all the stakeholders, all the people that get the boxes ready so you can ship it out to the fans. These two have to work together. How do we make their job harder? Let's make them both have different bosses. Yeah. So they report to two different people that have totally different management styles. Let's put them in two different teams. So they have different, tracking metrics for how they perform their jobs, let's just make it as complicated as we can.
Convoluted and complicated. There you go.
Yeah. And, of course, both of our bosses will be, my boss and his boss will both be in Denmark. So that'll be, again, 6 hours out of our time zone. So it's just inconvenient for us all the time.
I love it. I've noticed the theme with Lego, folks. I don't know if you've noticed it or not, that they absolutely do the absolute opposite of whatever North America needs.
It's really true. And so the flash forward, the surprise, this causes a lot of issues.
Does it, Kevin? I didn't think it was going to.
This causes a lot of problems, having two different bosses, having two different teams.
Wow.
And it breaks down a lot of communication. And again, it's just like another nail. It's just another nail in that coffin. We are talking 2016.
We're in the
last 2 years.
We're in the winter of your sadness.
Right. We're in the last 2 years. There's still a couple other things where I'm not quite sure in the timeline where they fit in, but I just want to talk about them.
Absolutely.
And so we'll get into that because I think they're kind of interesting.
The twilight of your career.
Yeah, but we're getting near the end, folks. This is the end. It's the last couple years. To remind you guys, my career ended December 2017, and so we're talking 2016 right now. So we're in.
But here's the thing, folks. We're not going to end Kevin's story in 2017. We're going to end Kevin's story in 2020. We're going to hear about the 3 years of the glorious recover of Kevin, the artist Hinkle.
Yes.
Because the last 3 years, I think personally, are more exciting and more important than the last 12 before that.
I can't believe it's been that long.
I mean, it has been that long, Kevin.
It has.
I met Kevin April of 2018, and we ain't looked back since, folks.
No, it's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing, and a lot of water under the bridge. And he is now at a point where I feel like he can tell you how crappy Lego Group is.
I'm in like I'm in a really weird place in terms of my hobby.
Yeah.
Like the Lego hobby. Yeah. Because I still enjoy like Lego bricks.
And here's why. Because it's a high quality thing. You're an intelligent person, and creating something from completion makes you happy.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
viva la fall.
Viva la, yeah. So I like playing with it and building with it. I still feel a little weird giving the company my money.
Yeah.
Not to the point where it's like I refuse to do it. I certainly have given them money, but it's like it is dramatically dropped.
Yeah.
Or like it is something that comes up to mind every time I think about making a purchase. Yeah. Well, I'm like, do I want to give Lego my money? And especially now where like it kind of sounds weird, but how hard I work to make all the money I make now.
I got you.
It's just like, do I want to give it away? And I don't get I don't get excited for sets like ever.
Minions dropped today. I saw the pictures of the big Minions.
Yeah.
And I absolutely need it in my heart.
Yeah. There's like.
But it goes down to the fact that it is an absolutely high quality product.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, totally.
And if Mega Bloks or Mega Constructs was anywhere close to it, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Right.
But they don't have a candle. You got number one, and then you got number two. Right. And down there on the floor is everybody else.
But I mean, I feel a little sad when people are just like you said, people get really, really jazzed up about, new sets and I'm just like, okay, it's more sets.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that there's none that I don't like. I was a fan of the big UCS Batmobile. I think that's cool. The Tim Burton Batmobile. I'm like, yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
I want that. But like most other stuff, I'm just like, all right. And a lot of the streams and stuff that I pop into for the community, it's because I support you guys, and I just want to
his friends, folks.
I just want to listen to other Lego fans, but I can tell when the conversation gets very nitty gritty about like sets and parts and like how can we give Lego our money today? I kind of zone out. Like I'll be like, yeah, all right. And I just kind of like do my own thing. Again, not to stop anyone from doing it. If that makes you happy, do it.
Listen, this is by giving Lego my money is my absolute one of my most favorite top 5 things to do. A couple of them I can't list out loud.
Right. Well, we're at an hour, folks.
We are definitely on that note.
I hope that it was worth the wait to get a little bit more juiciness from the story. I know people have been waiting, and I appreciate you guys being patient, especially those of you that are very vocal in your patience, such as Clutch and Reed and all you folks that are just like, I just want to know about the story, but I don't care about anything else. That's fine. It's fair enough.
Real quick, Kevin, all the AFOLs want to know when you're going to do a Sig Fig 3.0 or what I consider the right Sig Fig.
The right one, which would
when
be.
When are you going to start putting the sweater on all your Sig Figs?
I don't know. I guess
it's suits, right?
What?
Are you out of suits yet?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have any more.
No, okay, then only buy the sweater then.
All right. We'll look into some pricing maybe. See what things are. Yeah. Well, everybody.
What, little Hinkle?
That's it. I mean, we're done. Everybody. That's Julian's right over there. He can feel his teeth, folks.
Yep, that's Kevin and little Hinkle right there.
Right out of camera.
There it is.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week with another episode.
Oh, look, it's a pink elephant. Remember, gotta love those bricks. Bye, everybody.